So as you know, I'm going to talk about the color of the law of attraction. And that can be any color that you like it to be.
Yes, closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm very new at doing public speaking, so I'm going to make lots of mistakes, and you're going to have to forgive me about that. And that's a coral color. I'll introduce myself a little bit more. I'm Jaci Daley, or Jaci Daley, as some people pronounce it when they see the spelling. I'm from South Africa. I've been here in Western North Carolina for 17 years, but doing body work for almost 30. And when I started getting a regular clientele, I found that people were coming in week after week with the same physical, mental, and emotional issues. And I kept saying to myself, how can I help them shift and get out of the same patterns that they're in? Then I found color therapy, and specifically color mirrors. And people often say to me, why color mirrors? The company's changed their name. It used to be Color Works, and there were some changes there because there was another big company doing photography called Color Works. So we thought very hard which name would help people understand a little bit about how color works. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that before I go into the law of attraction. So we have these colored bottles. And people say, what is in these colored bottles? It's oil on top of water. And I'm choosing a color that you can actually see. I'm going to shake it up, and you can see how there's bubbles in there, and the oil and water separate very easily. And oil and water in a perfect combination is what our skin can absorb most easily. So we have avocado oil on the top and potentized colored water on the bottom. We have essential oils added to the whole package, so they have a slight fragrance. So the color, the essential oils, and the gem essences all have a very powerful healing effect. So what's important about color therapy is that people say, how can it help me? Well, we all know that we have a physical body. And a lot of us know that we have an aura or an electromagnetic field. And we can see what's in our aura or electromagnetic field if we have an aura photograph done. So that's an interesting thought, is that we have so much of ourselves that is invisible. But we have noticed that when people choose colors, it mirrors what's in their electromagnetic field. So that's why that's why the name Color Mirrors was chosen. Because when you have a color therapy reading, people choose colors that they resonate with. And we find that that is the colors that is in their electromagnetic field. So using color therapeutically can help you use the law of attraction more efficiently. So let's talk about that. What do we know about the law of attraction? Well, it was written in the book The Secret that came out a few years ago by Rhonda Brown. Any of you familiar with that? Yeah. So we know that the book spoke about the effect of using positive thought will bring positive experiences into your life. So a lot of us thought, well, this is the key, and that's going to give us exactly what we want. Well, what the book missed out telling us was that we have a conscious mind, which has a lot of tricks and tools that sabotages us from getting what we would like easily and smoothly. So what the color therapy does is it helps us give messages to our body that goes beyond the conscious mind. It seeps deeply into our cells, into our DNA, and helps us go beyond the trickery and tools that our conscious mind has for sabotaging our greatest intentions. So let's start off with pink. So most people know of red as the most powerful color, and red is symbolic of good fortune and masculinity and passion and power. But how do we get pink? We either add white or light to it. And so if we think about that, it's actually intensified. So pink is intensified red. And what pink symbolizes is romance, love, and money. And a lot of people think about pink as a fluffy and feminine color. But what we really, really need is unconditional love. We all need that. We all need nurturing, and we all need acknowledgement. So using pink will help us to get more of that. So a pink poverty habit would be to stop the flow of receiving. So when somebody offers to pay for you or give you a gift of something, to say, no, I'm okay, is to block that flow of receiving. That's a poverty habit. We want to stop that. We want to say, yes, I deserve this. I deserve nurturing, and I deserve good stuff coming to me. So what we say to get more of the law of attraction in place is to get a pink box and print out all the invoices, all the things that you owe money to, and put those printed papers into the pink box. And whenever you can, add money to that to try and help pay off that debt. But adding the pink energy to those invoices will give it the message of unconditional love and value. So also what we want to do is take action, not just say affirmations like I am valuable, I'm prosperous, I am in the flow of good things. We also want to nurture ourselves and show ourselves that we are valuable. So pink helps us to get in the flow of giving as well as receiving unconditional love. And the more we value ourselves, the more prosperity will come our way and magic will happen. Isn't that a wonderful thought? So the next color we're going to talk about is coral. The coral aspect is talking about having fun. The coral attributes are luxury and expansion. Coral helps us to break through the ceiling, the glass ceiling, that helps us have limiting beliefs of what is possible for ourselves. So the thing that people often do to sabotage themselves is to be a prostitute to themselves, to betray their own beliefs. So for instance, there's, let's see, if we had to crash a car, but not let it be enough to have an insurance claim, say, gosh, I've crashed my car and I owe $500 to get it fixed. It's not something I have ordinarily, but I believe the law of attraction is going to help me. That faith is really important to be open to a miracle happening. But if we have a coral saboteur in our mindset, that saboteur is going to say, I would love the law of attraction to help me, but instead of waiting for the miracle of the law of attraction to happen, at the last minute, the coral saboteur is going to step in and say, I don't believe anything is going to happen, and go and get a loan from the bank. That's betraying your own self, your own trust in the potential of having miracles and magic happening. So again, coral is about breaking through those limiting beliefs, allowing yourself to believe that you deserve luxury and expansion, and breaking through the limiting beliefs that you have about prosperity and abundance. And then we have gold. Well, gold is a very powerful color. It's the color of our solar plexus. Gold is added to, or gold is made up of yellow and pink. And if we think about our solar plexus, it can be the aspect of power, our own I amness, and it can also be self-destructive and not letting our own confidence shine through. So what we need to do is add pink to the yellow to allow it to be joyful as well as confident. And that brings us to the color of gold. So gold is wisdom and authentic power. So what would it be if we were to have a gold situation? And how would an authentically gold person behave? Well, they would be confident in themselves. They would do and say the things that they did and said. They would be respectful of other people. And they would not have a whole lot of things that they were uncertain of. They would show confidence and wisdom, showing off authentic power. So that's something that we all want to step into, is our authentic power. So gold helps us to do that. And then we have olive green. Green is about harmony and space, and it symbolizes the heart chakra. But olive green, with a little bit of yellow added to it, is a softer green. And what it means is olive is about new beginnings, new blueprints, and new hope. Do you remember in the Bible they were talking about the Messiah coming into Jerusalem holding the olive branch, symbolizing a new beginning? So that's what olive and the olive branch is all about, new beginnings. It's also about trust and harmony and being optimistic for the future. So what is it that we can do to have a good level of olive green in our lives, especially to enhance our prosperity, is to have a gratitude journal. And every day, write a little bit in the gratitude journal to help us to bring gratitude into our life. Because gratitude is the engine of prosperity. And prosperity is the engine of growth and abundance in our lives. So next we have the color turquoise. So turquoise shows up on our body in this area. It is a mixture of our green of our heart and the blue of our throat chakra. And blue and green mixed together is a perfect combination called heartfelt communication. So when we communicate from our heart, it's called communicating from the feeling side of our being. So what people who are authentic turquoise people communicate like is they spend time and energy having good grammar, good spelling, and communicating at the highest level instead of just the emoticons that we're all getting so used to using with the smartphones. So what we can do with turquoise to help us bring more of that good level of communication is to spend time writing powerful, positive letters, not just to ourselves, but anybody that we can, to communicate at the highest level of heartfelt, loving energy. And then we talk about platinum. It kind of looks like a lighter level of the turquoise. It's kind of a steely hue, that blue, shiny aspect, which is metallic, and it's very precious in the metallic realm. It's up there with the gold and silver. So when we think about the person who has the platinum aspect, they have the highest potential. They have a lot of presence, and they think in an unlimited way. So a person who has a poverty level or a poverty habit of the platinum would only consider things from the realm of what they have experienced. But we encourage you to think in a limitless way, and do a lot of research, and be open-minded is an attribute of the platinum. You also want to be clear about what you want, but be open-minded and have a lot of presence. So the prosperity habit for platinum would be to be philanthropic and share your wealth or share whatever you have to bring about more prosperity from the platinum level. And then we talk about diamond white. Not a whole lot of color in here, but we talk about diamond and white as like white light, which has all the colors of the rainbow in. So anytime that we shine white light or the aspect of the diamond onto any level, it will amplify and intensify whatever you focus on. So